On September 20th, 2017, a deaf man in Oklahoma was shot and killed by police as his neighbors screamed, "He can't hear you." A year ago, in August 2016, a deaf man was shot and killed by state troopers in North Carolina. In February 2017, a deaf man with an intellectual disability was arrested and held in jail for a week in Nashville, Tennessee. At no point during his arrest, incarceration, or court appearances was he provided with an American Sign Language interpreter. These tragedies were horrifying and completely avoidable. Law enforcement must be trained on the language, culture, and needs of our deaf and hard of hearing citizens, including the more than 207,000 people with hearing loss who live in Middle Tennessee. American Sign Language is an American language. Deaf culture is an American culture. American Sign Language is a completely separate language from English. The two are not related. Literacy in the second language of English may vary. Lip reading is highly unreliable and at best necessitates being close to the speaker. Hard of hearing people do not always hear or hear clearly. ASL is a visual language with wide gestures and physical movements, including moving arms and facial gestures that indicate tone and grammar. Those not familiar with the language and culture often misinterpret normal communication as angry or threatening. Following the death of the North Carolina man, Bridges for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing invited all law enforcement agencies to contact us for free training on working safely and effectively with the deaf and hard of hearing communities. We also distributed neon green visor and wallet cards identifying the holder as deaf or hard of hearing and stating their federally mandated rights under the Americans with Disabilities Act. Following the arrest and incarceration of the Nashville man, we hosted a criminal justice summit in which the Metro Nashville Police Department, the Davidson County Sheriff's Office, the Office of the Mayor, General Sessions Court, Juvenile Court, the Metro Nashville Human Relations Commission, the administrative offices of the courts, the Public Defender's Office, the District Attorney's Office, and others participated. The summit focused on the rights of the deaf and hard of hearing under the Americans with Disabilities Act and on deaf culture and language. As a result of the summit, Bridges for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing has continued to provide free training to the courts and to work closely with the Davidson County Sheriff's Department to make important changes. We are scheduled to provide training to both Metro Nashville Police cadets and in-service trainings for their seasoned officers. Following the death yesterday of the deaf man Miguel Sanchez in Oklahoma, we are announcing a town hall meeting on Wednesday, November 8, 2017. The town hall will be held from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Bridges for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing serves Middle Tennessee. All law enforcement departments in Middle Tennessee are encouraged to send representatives, and members of the deaf and hard of hearing communities are encouraged to attend. We will facilitate an open and honest dialogue to foster understanding, new knowledge, and better relationships so that law enforcement and the deaf and hard of hearing communities may work more safely and effectively together. At the conclusion of the town hall, Bridges for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing will introduce trainings that will be offered to law enforcement agencies at no charge. We must come together, deaf, hard of hearing, hearing, and law enforcement, to end the tragedies and negative interactions that have too often taken place. We must live and work together as one community that is more inclusive, respectful, and knowledgeable. More details will be posted on our website and our social media in the days to come. Anyone interested in attending may call 615-248-8828 or email info@bridgesfordeafandhh.org. Thank you.